What's crackin', my magical little dudes? Welcome back to Storytime with your favorite sassy fairy. My name is Lorna, and today we're getting into some r/ChoosingBeggars. But that's not all. I'm gonna follow it up with a couple stories from r/stories about Kevin. So stick around for that. And without further ado, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, and let's get right into it. A knitter's life for me. Posted by user I_am_meme_man. Obligatory disclaimer about being on mobile. Sorry! I work at a warehouse, often 60 plus hours a week, with one day off, and as a consequence, I often bring my small knitting projects into work on during breaks and lunch. This has led to a great many people asking for random items from me for free. Hats, scarves, even shirts and bathing suits. Usually, I just let them know that I do take commissions, but when I tell them they'll have to pay for it, they don't ask again. The latest guy to ask, though, he was adamant that I should make him a hat for free. Why can't you make me a hat for free? I just want an easy pattern. I'm sorry, but yarn costs money and I'm still practicing knitting fair aisles, switching colors every stitch in the round. What if I steal the yarn for you? Sorry, but no. Knitting takes most of my free time, and I like to be paid for my work because you're buying hours of my life, not just a product. Well, if you're still in the stages of practicing and learning, why should you get paid? Why did, insert company name here, bother paying you for your first 2 weeks of work if you were still learning how to do your job here? He left me alone after that. Good for you! See, this is what they don't understand, because I could totally relate to this. I get people asking me to make them shit all the time. And there are times where people do offer to pay me, which is cool. But it's the thing is, I have to like what I'm making, otherwise it'll take me forever to finish it, if I finish it at all. That's why I have like 6 blankets that have been left unfinished, because they were the most boring fucking pieces of shit patterns that I ever worked on. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to give somebody who hand makes things an incentive to want to do things for you. Man, I don't know, whatever, however this poster identifies. We'll say they. However, they have to go through all those hours to make whatever it is that they're making. Like, even a simple dishcloth, unless you're a seasoned knitter, that can take forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate people like this. They're just annoying as fuck. But at least she told him off. Or sorry, I'm doing it again. At least they told him off, you know? Alright, my dudes, before I get into the next story, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on all notifications for future videos just like this one. Guys, I also want to apologize if you guys hear any weird noise in the background. It's my air conditioning. Usually I turn it off when I'm doing these videos, but it is hot as freaking balls in my house today, and so I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to suffer with it. Alright, my dudes, this next story is called Reverse and Confused Choosing Beggar, posted by user Target Spots. Hi all, this one's a bit weird, and I'm aware it doesn't really fit, but I can't find any reference to it on Reddit, so I thought this was the best fit. My boyfriend and I have started receiving random, can only call it junk, through the mail. I don't want to sound choosy, but I really don't want any of it. We've checked our accounts and we've definitely not been charged for any of it. So far, we've received a plastic unicorn light, some scented gel pens, and an iPod case. Neither of us have iPods. They're all addressed to us, with our names and mobile numbers, which is worrying. Anyone got A, any clue what's going on? B, where would we be better to post this? Or C, if we're somehow being scammed? I'm a bit worried. Thanks in advance, RB. Oh my goodness. So, it's hard to say. Like, it might be a scam. Somebody says brushing scam, maybe, and obviously the next person, the OP, says my question, which is, what's that? That Berg fan says, let's say a new online seller wants to boost his ratings on Amazon, etc. He pays someone to place orders for his products online and have them delivered to random people. Since the product was ordered and shipped, it will count as a legit purchase, and the person who ordered it can leave a verified purchaser 5-star review to drive up the rating. It's most often done by people selling cheap goods from China. Looks like you are one of the random people selected to receive junky items for free. So I don't get it. Like, if you're gonna pay for it, why not just send it to yourself? Why send it to random people? I don't understand. You know, or I don't know, whatever. You could just say you sold it, just keep it. I don't know, man. Like, this doesn't make any sense to me. Like, what kind of scam that is. I know there are some people in some communities, they're doing like a ninja thing where in closed private groups in your neighborhood, there's people that will post, you know, things that they like or things, you know, that they could use, things for their kids, things, you know, interests they have, and people will go to their house and randomly drop off a gift on their doorstep. And it's been happening all around my area. It's pretty cool, but I don't know if, I don't think this is similar because it's being shipped. I don't know. Anybody else have any clue what's going on? If you think it's something other than this so-called brushing scam, let me know in the comments below. We're gonna get into the next story because once again, I'm rambling, and because I'm so fucking hot, I really don't want to be talking this much today. So yeah, let's move on to the next one. This one is called Choosing Beggar Classmates Demand Goodie Bags. Cross-posting from entitled people. Posted by user white_wolf_dreamer. I posted this on Entitled People, but I kept thinking it probably fits better here. This story comes from a long time ago, back when I was still in grade school. I read a story that reminded me of this, so I thought I would share it. So for starters, when I was in grade school, grades were split into classes of around 20 to 25 students. From 1st grade to 4th grade, my gran would help me make up goodie bags for everyone in my class. My class, not the entire grade, important for later. For different holidays like Halloween, Christmas, and Valentine's Day. These bags usually had a small stuffed animal, candy, and favors like pencils, erasers, or small toys, and each one would be labeled with the names of my classmates. Gran and I sat for hours making them every time. Everyone always liked the goodie bags. However, a lot of my classmates always seemed to expect the bags and want the bags, but were never very thankful for them. For instance, during Valentine's Day, everyone in my class knew that they would get a goodie bag from me as a Valentine. But in return, I only ever got Valentines from my closest friends and the teacher. Most kids didn't even say thank you when they would be given their bags. But oh well, it was just nice to give gifts to my classmates, so I didn't complain and we kept doing it. Then 5th grade came. This was the first year that our grade was given rotating classes. So before 5th grade, all our lessons were taught by our one teacher, but not anymore. Because I was now going to multiple classes, interacting with nearly my entire grade in a day, my gran and I decided that we would no longer do the goodie bags for holidays because it wouldn't be fair to choose just one class period to give them to. But we also couldn't afford to make them for my entire 100+ person grade. Fair enough, right? Wrong. It was nearing Halloween that year, the first holiday that would normally come with goodie bags. Some girls stopped me in the hallway one day and asked me when I was bringing in the goodie bags, because Halloween was on a weekend that year. We normally would bring them the Friday before or the Monday after in this case, and I told them that I wasn't going to be doing them that year. They pouted and asked why. So I told them it wouldn't be fair or cost-effective anymore. Cue more pouting. Then one of them says something to the effect of, "Well, we have insert class here with you, so how about you just bring them to that class since we're friends?" I, again, told them that it wouldn't be fair to pick a random class to make them for and ignore everyone else, and they kept insisting that it would be fine. Just want to pause for a moment to tell you that these girls were not my friends. As a matter of fact, they virtually forgot I existed until it was time for goodie bags. I only had about 10 real friends at any given time during school, and none of them would have tried to shake me down for free candy. Anyway, I told them I wasn't making goodie bags anymore, and that was final. They stomped off, pouting again. Word got around, and I had so many people that day asking if I was really going to stop making goodie bags. No, I understand why. No, thanks for doing them all these years anyway. Just a lot of people saying things like, I'm gonna miss getting candy and toys. Or, are you really sure you can't bring them this year? One person even suggested I just make them smaller, like only fill them with candy so I could afford to make them for the whole grade. The only people who didn't give me a hard time were my close friends who totally understood why I couldn't do them anymore. I went home that day regretting that I had ever made goodie bags in the first place. Luckily, people pretty much forgot about them by the time Christmas came around. Though for a year or two after that, I still had a person here or there drop a hint like, Hey Bunny, remember when you used to bring goodie bags for everyone? That was always fun. Sorry there's no climactic ending and no justice served. If you want a little petty revenge, I did continue to make up really small goodies. Candy bar here, stuffed animal there, for my very close friends. Mostly just for Christmas and things, which earned a few jealous looks. Good, fuck all those people. They don't deserve your attention or any of your thought whatsoever. If they don't even reciprocate, you know what I'm saying? I understand some kids can't really afford, to do stuff like that. Hand make a card, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Anything to show that you appreciate this person and what they do. You stop doing that. Why are you surprised that they stop doing what they're doing? Fuck out of here, you little crotch goblin. All right, my dudes, we're going to get into some stories about Kevin. This one is called My Mother and Aunt Don't Know What a Lake Is. Posted by user Cirrus Moth. My family is full of Kevins and racists, but that's for another sub. This is one of my favorite stories I like to tell, and I can't believe I haven't posted it here yet. I went to college in central New York, where my school was situated on the banks of Lake Ontario. For those not from the US, it's one of the Great Lakes and is between US and Canada. As for the great part, it's fucking huge. Approximately 50 miles between the countries at its widest. Thus, standing at the bank where my school is, you cannot see the other side. So my mother and my aunt drove me to campus on move-in day. Having never been to the school before, I directed my aunt to drive the long way around the edge of the campus so we could get a good look at the lake. The view was impressive. The following conversation, however, reminded me solidly why I needed college and to move away from my hometown. What's that river? That's Lake Ontario, Mom. What the fuck? I wonder if you'll see whales. I don't think they come this far inland. What if I got you a good pair of binoculars? If you could find a pair that can see the Atlantic from here, I'm gonna be really impressed. Cue several minutes of explanation about giant lakes and the fact that a whale wouldn't survive swimming up a freshwater river all the way, even if it was large enough to accommodate a fucking whale. I only wish it was the time of smartphones so I could have brought up a damn map. Edited for formatting. Okay, so, he's right. There's no way a whale would survive. But recently in the news, unfortunately, a whale did expire. I guess I haven't seen any updates if they found out the cause of death, but a whale did make its way into, I think, one of our northern lakes and couldn't find its way back to the ocean or something. I'm not really sure, but unfortunately the little whale, what am I saying? The whale passed away, and I'm so sad, but I could kind of see how it's confusing though, because a river and lake, I guess they had kids, so they should know better by that time, but when I was younger, I didn't really know the difference between a river and a lake, considering the lake that surrounds me is attached to a river, so I didn't realize. I thought it was all just a river, you know what I'm saying, when I was a kid, but obviously I know different now. Oh, we have so many beautiful lakes around here. But poor whales need to stay out of them. Alright, my dudes, we made it to the final story of the day. This one is called Kavina Doesn't Know the Size of Canada, or something. I'm still not entirely sure. Posted by user Wilbert_51. This took place last year at the NHL entry draft. My friend and his girlfriend, Kavina, had just returned from a trip to Virginia Beach. We live near Philadelphia. Something on the screen indicates the draft is in Vancouver. Here's the cast: Kavina, boyfriend, and me. Oh, look, boyfriend, the draft is in Vancouver. We should have gone there instead of Virginia Beach. Kay, do you know how far Vancouver is? Yeah, it's in Canada. It's on the other side of the country. Now, this could have been the time to just admit she was wrong, but she doubles down. I don't think you understand. I just drove all the way to Virginia Beach. I don't think you really understand how far Vancouver is. I drove all the way to Virginia Beach and back without stopping. I like to do long drives. For those wondering, Vancouver is nearly 3,000 miles from where we live. Virginia Beach is 250, so it was 12 times farther. What the fuck? I'm so confused. Does she think like every city in the world is as far from her house as Virginia Beach is? Like, what? I'm confused. I don't know. What do you... Fucking Kavina. What's up with... There's a lot of Canadian references today. I like it. I'm loving it. Alright, my dudes. I'm freaking sweating. I'm gonna go put some ice on my face and wherever else I can fit it. I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I will see you in tomorrow's episode. Don't forget to scroll down to the description below and check out the links to these stories. Show them some love with some upvotes. Don't forget to help me out with a like, a subscribe, and turn on all notifications for future videos just like this one. Peace out, my dudes!